Hello, Lana McAra here. And today we're going to be talking about how you can change the world without leaving your living room. It's been a while since I've been around. I actually finished my first book in 15 years, my own book. So I've been kind of incognito while I've been concentrating on that. But at the same time, I've been going through a massive spiritual growth and so many things I want to share with you. But today, I had other plans, but Spirit was just like on me to get this out there because I had a really big aha about 3 o'clock this morning about the power that we have within us. And some of this that I'm going to share with you today is things that we've already done here on my channel. And yet bringing it into from a different perspective and adding the powerful element to it that we haven't even broached or breached yet. And I didn't even realize, at the time that these two things could come together. I think as human beings, we complicate things way too much, and we don't realize how much we have at our fingertips if we just stop and check in. And I was listening to a meditation, and it just like boom, right, came into my awareness that this is very, very powerful. And so in our other videos, which, I really encourage you to watch those other videos, especially the one about nothing to prove, which was really powerful. We have a thing at the end, or at the beginning of every video that I always do. It's called the love meditation. And we fill our heart with love. And then we spread it out, over the city and over the state and over the country and the world. And so really that's the foundation of what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into the actual process of it, because we're going to do it together, and I'm going to do it in a way where you can come back again and again when something comes to your attention that you want to address. This is massively powerful. If everyone who watches my channel would do this one time each, it would make such sweeping changes. But think if you came back every week and did another one, what massive change there would be. This is dynamite. This is nuclear power. I just can't emphasize it enough. So when we are in, our thinking state and from our heart energy, this combination here of mind and heart, we create thought forms, we create energy. And really that's what we do, when we're doing our different meditations and we pull the energy out, we put it in our hand. That's what we're doing. We're accessing that energy, that ball of energy, that thought form, and we are bringing it out, because when we do that, generally, not always, but most of the time, it's negative energy. It's something from the past, something that your mind and your heart put together, and you put meaning on it, and you created this ball of energy, and it's stuck in your body somewhere. It's causing you problems and pain, or maybe it's causing you to have problems in relationships or getting triggered or PTSD and all those things, because we store these energies in our body. So we're going to take this idea and we're going to then put it out into the external to affect positive change in the world. And so what it really comes down to is the difference between the dense energy of fear, control, manipulation. Oh, we see so much of this in the world today, and it's just going on and on, more and more and more. When you think you've seen it all, here comes this next level. And it's upsetting. And I have come off all of mainstream media. I've limited my social media dramatically. And just to keep myself in a good state, in a positive, loving state, which is my natural way of being. I'm not going to let the outside world bring me down. I've got more work to do. I've got things to do. And coming into that energy is just going to stop everything. So that has been my stance through this entire thing. And I haven't really been, able to articulate or put together some things that we could actually do to help it. Because I do not get into politics. I don't get into anything like that. That is not what I'm here for. So this came through as something that anybody can do. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter where you stand on the spectrum, you know, of all that's happening now. This is something that anybody can do and help, because it is universal. It is universal, because this big dense cloud of energy, thinking about the negativity, the fear, the domination, the control, the coercion, the manipulation, all those things, they're putting forth, they're beaming out a certain type of energy. It's dense energy. It's low vibration. It doesn't feel good. And if you get next to somebody that has that type of energy coming out of them, you're going, ugh, you know, doesn't feel good. So what do we do? And this is something that is major, but my one concern when I say this out is that people will discount it as being, oh, nah, right. I've heard that 1,000 times before. Stop right there. Stop right there. Because this is the crux of the matter. And one of the things that happens is people say these different phrases and different words until they become like truisms or cliches. And then everybody stops listening. So what I'm going to say now is key, and I hope you're listening. Love is the answer. Love is always the answer. I've been saying that for a long time, years, decades. But I never, until this last day or two, realized the dramatic truth of what that means. Because when you have the fear density and you have the love and light, high vibration density, and they come together, fear has to go. The dense, controlling, dominating energy has to go. It has to go in the same way that when you walk into a room at night and you flip on the light, the darkness leaves. It's just that simple, because the dense energy is a void. It's sucking out of the atmosphere. It's an energy vampire. And when you come with light and love, it has to go. The void has to leave. And so what we're going to do is a process that I actually have been doing for a long time. I just didn't realize the application of it and how powerful it could be today. So if you imagine that the world is covered, you know, with this big cloud of dark, dense energy, the fear, domination, control, propaganda, all these control things that are happening these days. And we feel the weight of it. We feel the weight of it. So what do we do to counteract it and make it disappear? And if you think just because you're one person, it's not going to matter, that is absolutely not true. But the other piece of it is you join your energy to mine. We all join our energy around the world, and man, we have got dynamite here. So your own energy can make a difference. It will make a difference, because you don't have to depend on your own power center. You can pull power and energy from the angels, from the light workers, the non-physical beings around us that are here to help us, filled with love and light. Right. So all we need, because the non-physical world depends on our intention. We are in this 3D world here that you can touch and feel. And so we have access in a way that they don't have, because they're not in physical bodies. So that is, you know, kind of the background of the way things work. So this is how it works. If you just come into focus, take a deep breath, just like we always do in our meditation, our love meditation, and focus on your heart. And then just let love fill your heart. Just let it well up. And sometimes it might help you to imagine a situation where you feel love, like looking at beautiful scenery and love and joy fill your heart. Or maybe it's holding your grandchild, or playing with your dog, or whenever love just fills you up, just access that. Feel that love and let it come up. All right, and let your love just spill out and fill your whole body. Let it go from the tips of your fingers down to the tips of your toes, up to the top of your head. Fill yourself up with love. Yeah. All right, now what we're going to do is very similar to what we did before. Pull that loving energy out, put it in your hand and build it up. Just as if it was cotton candy, like you had a big thing of cotton candy in your chest. Yeah, and give it a color. Whenever I do this, I always see blue. I see kind of like the blue that's in my shirt today. This wonderful blue color. And it feels alive and it feels warm because love is warm. It's glowing and you have this love in your hand. Just like this, like we always do. And then invite the angels to come and add more love. And sometimes I like to imagine Mother Mary because she's so full of love, to add love into this, and I can feel it already. And then you can join your love to mine, and our balls will mingle, and you'll have more energy in your hand, and I'll have more energy in mine. And everyone who's watching, even whether you are watching in this moment or later, it's all in the now. We're building this giant ball of love, loving energy, and we're going to put some intention to it. And one of the things I love about this process is you can come back and later add a different intention. And so if you just want to think in your mind and your heart right now what your intention would be, you can put your own intention to your power center here, your energy. My intention, I'm just checking it with spirit, my intention is that the controllers, whoever is behind all of this chaos, somebody's behind it. I think it's a group of people. Whoever they are, they're going to receive love from this ball of energy. And one of the things that I also wanted to mention is that we have the wrong idea a lot of times. We get tied up in, tit for tat. You hit me, I hit you. You get mad at me, I get mad at you. But actually what we're doing is just feeding into that negativity, feeding into that density. The only way to overcome the density and to counteract it is right here, what we're doing right now. Send the opposite polarization, send love and light. And I kept thinking all morning about that saying that Jesus said, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that despitefully use you and persecute you. I never saw it that way before. As a pastor's wife and a Bible teacher for 30 years, I never saw it that way before. But it's right there. It's right there. We counteract those negative, dense energies with love. Yes, yes, yes. And so for my intention, I'm sending love to those people who are behind the chaos. Can you just imagine if somebody is in some kind of a boardroom and they're sitting there planning their nefarious activities and a ball of love lands right in the middle of them and they go, wait a minute, I feel love. I can't hurt people. I can't do these things. I think I need to leave now. I need to go get some air. Can you imagine? And that's what would happen. Okay, so we're going to work with this ball of love. Now what we're going to do, we're going to set that intention. We're going to tell it, you're going to go to wherever. And for me, it's the controllers. And we're also going to put a time frame. Now for me, I want my ball of love here to be perpetual. If you have a short-term goal, you can say this ball of love is going to last for the next 30 days. For me, I want it to go on because anybody who's in power needs to have that love. They need to have love as a part of their makeup, coming into the decision-making, coming into what's happening. Love needs to be there. It's super important. It will change everything. And so because I want my ball of energy to last forever, I'm going to tell it, whenever the wind blows, you're going to recharge. I'm getting ready to send it out into the universe, into this planet. And every time the wind blows, you're going to get more energy. And you're going to keep going because the wind is always going to blow. That's right. And then I'm going to give it a name. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody what the name is. I'm going to say it in my mind. You say in your mind whatever the name is of this ball of energy, because then you can talk to it and you can add more intention to it later if you want to. You can reconnect. This is real, folks. It is real. In the past, I've hesitated to get this metaphysical, but today is the day. Spirit has been on my back. Okay. I've got my name. I hope you have yours. If you don't have your name yet, just hit pause. Get a name. Okay. And now we have our ball of energy, and we are going to send it on its way. Now, we've given it instructions. We don't need to tell it exactly where to go, because for me, I don't know who these people are, but the universe does. The angels do. My non-physical guides, they know. So I'm just going to send it up to them. Now, if you know who you're directing it to, maybe you have someone, a loved one who's sick and struggling. Maybe you want to send them love, or maybe some other situation that's definite and you know exactly where it's going to go. Then send it there. What I love about this is you could do this 1,000 times and you'd still be effective, sending love all over the planet to different things. Every time you see something that troubles you, come and get a ball of energy and send love over there. Yeah, this is what's going to change the world, folks. So let's do it. And so now you're ready. You've got your name. You've got your instructions. You've told it to recharge every time the wind blows. Yes. And now let it go. Send it up and let it go. Do its bidding. Let it go do its job. That's right. It's just that simple. If you have some kind of a hindrance or stop that isn't allowing you to bring forward this ball of loving energy, you have something stuck in your energy field. You have some memory, some trauma, or something like that that's stopping you from going through with it. And so get some help. I'm a practitioner. There are thousands, there are millions of practitioners that can help you release that stuck energy. Go over to my website, lanamcara.com. Get that video that says releasing negative thoughts in 7 minutes or less. And I've changed my website a little bit, lanamcara.com, and then hit the tab that says healing, spiritual healing, and then you'll see that video. That pop-up will come up and you can get it. It's free, totally free. All right, send me your feedback. I am so excited at what's ahead. We are on the cusp of wonderful things just about to happen, and you are part of it. Thank you so much. Bye now.